Hi everybody, it's Tallara and welcome back to Dredge. On our first episode, we got through the first 4 days of this game, and you can see we're here at Thursday evening to check out some of the new facilities that Greater Marrow has to offer us. The first of which is the dry dock. Let's head there and see what that's all about. This is the dry dock. We can make significant improvements to your vessel here. We're talking extra space, more attachment points for equipment, and even superior hulls. We'll need a decent stock of hard materials for these projects. Lumber, metal scraps, that sort of thing. How do I get materials? There's plenty of decent materials around the coast from various shipwrecks and the like. I'm sure you'll find a way to get at them. Materials assigned towards upgrades here will be stored, so don't worry if you only have half of what we need. Interesting, okay. So you just select an upgrade project, and then you can begin adding materials to it. So there's +2 rod spaces, +4 net spaces, +2 engine spaces, or +1 light space. I'm gonna go +2 rod spaces. It'll cost $95, but the materials here will be saved. So we need 2 pieces of lumber, metal scraps, and a bolt of cloth. Alright. We'll see if we can find those items while we're out and about, but for right now, let's get some sleep. So we did pay off our initial loan that Greater Marrow gave to us for this new boat of ours. It's a very basic boat, so the loan was only like 50 bucks. But hey, it feels good to be debt-free. What we need to do now is continue to accumulate money so we can continue to upgrade this little boat of ours. And obviously to do that, we apparently need to find some materials, so let's just start stopping at every single fishing hole that we can find. Ooh. This is a different one. You see how the reeling was like in 2 different sections? That was kind of cool. That's the gray eel that we need for one of our delivery quests that we have. So that's good. This is very interesting. It's a little harder to reel this one in quickly. It just goes back and forth. Yeah, we're gonna have a ship full of gray eels today. Alright. Love that for us. It's raining a little bit here. Hopefully that makes for better fishing. Got another trophy. Killing it with that today. Now these fish right here look big. I think these might be like sharks or something. Yeah, we don't even have the right equipment to fish there. Definitely at this point getting the hang of the gameplay loop. Every morning, go out, catch what fish you can, return home, reap the profits. Rinse and repeat. Let's see if we can rearrange this. Yeah. Now, something just happened because some weird music started playing and something popped up that said pursuit was added. It's because I caught a grotesque fish. I caught a strange-looking fish, never seen anything like it in all my years. It died as soon as it was pulled from the water, but its scales are still pulsing with a strange rhythm. I don't want to handle it anymore. I have headache and ears are ringing slightly. Maybe the fishmonger at Greater Marrow will know more. Okay, well that's unfortunate. Didn't realize there was anything wrong with that fish we just caught, but sounds to me like a good excuse to turn around and head back to town, because we don't have much more room anyway at this point. We can turn in the eel we got for that delivery quest, and then perhaps the fishmonger can enlighten us as to what the heck is wrong with this fish we just caught. Hello. Have you got any fish for that order? I do. I have got a gray eel. A fishmonger wraps up the fish and hands you some money. 44 bucks, nice. Good, good. They should be pleased with these. I've got another order here. This one's a little more curious. They want a couple of squid and a whole black grouper. I'm don't see many people fishing squid these days. They only feed at night, and well, you know what nights are like around here. Good luck. Well, we actually haven't been night fishing, so perhaps tonight's the night to start. But first, we hand the grotesque fish to the fishmonger. He grins, raising the fish up to his face before inhaling a deep, stuttering breath. Now, this is the sort of specimen to liven up my day. I wonder. He runs his fingers firmly along the length of the fish as though feeling for something. He pushes from one side of its stomach and a small shape can be seen against the bulging scales. He slices the fish open. From its stomach he pulls a small piece of fabric and spreads it on the counter. It's a delicately patterned handkerchief. Well, never seen that before in all my days. I'll give you this thing and I'll pay you for the fish too, of course. It's not the first corrupted fish I've seen in these parts, so I'm sure you'll find more before too long. I'll pay you well if you find any. First, I'm going to sell you all my fish. Handkerchief. A once beautiful handkerchief drawn from the insides of a grotesque fish. It's patterned with delicate crimson thread. We'll put that in our storage for right now. A man is looking at you through your cabin window. His face is mostly in shadow. I know what you took to the fishmonger. And I'll be clear, I know he extracted an artifact from it. I need to inspect it, but not here. Meet me on Blackstone Isle. Head out of this bay and cut south. I have a business proposition that you'll want to hear. I'll be waiting. Well, that's spooky. Honestly, let's go there now. We need to fish squid at night anyway. Find squid is their question. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Black grouper. Oh, that's a new one. That's one of the ones we need for the quest. Ooh, that's called a tusked grouper. Pig-like tusks protrude from the mouth of this ravenous brute. With no eyes to speak of, it attacks indiscriminately. Oh my god, spooky. Okay, so we found another grotesque fish, I think. Exposure to fog and other things increases your panic, but bright lights and sleeping will reduce it. Oh, wow. I did not realize how much your visibility was impacted at night. What are these eyeballs? I guess that's my panic? Oh, I didn't know it would be so scary at night. Oh my god, I hate this so much. Guess we'll be spending the night over here. There's the lights on in the abandoned manor. I guess that's the guy who talked to us. You don't have the handkerchief with you. The man seemed interested in it, so you should probably bring it to the meeting. Okay, yeah, fair. Fair. Let's try that again. The man is standing in a doorway watching you approach. He's holding an old book in one hand. It's bound in crimson with silver ribbons. You came. Good. Allow me to introduce myself. I am a collector of many things, art and artifacts, treasures and truths, and curios that occupy the periphery of desire. And you have something for me. You give the handkerchief to the collector. He holds it up to the flickering light and studies it. These patterns are unmistakable, even after all this time. This handkerchief comes from an old ship I've been searching for. It sank many years ago. It carried items of great importance. As you can imagine, retrieving them is proving to be challenging. That's where you come in. My proposition is this. I will outfit your vessel with equipment that will let you dredge the wrecks and dark depths. Find me these lost relics and I will reward you in ways beyond all imagining. You need not give up your fishing career. I'll merely need a few hours with your vessel to make the necessary alterations. What do you say? Alright, I accept. An excellent decision. I'll prepare the equipment immediately. The relics we're looking for are a ring, a necklace, a watch, a music box, and a key. I would encourage you to ask around the towns about shipwrecks or other strange occurrences. Anything that might be worth investigating. Return when you have something. Okay. Got it. Well, let's grab a couple hours sleep here. Head back to town with this new corrupted fish that we caught, and we can also ask around then about any shipwrecks. Didn't catch any squids last night, so we might have to come out again tonight, but I know now not to venture too far from town because A, it's spooky, and B, you literally cannot see anything. I was unprepared for how much the darkness impacts your visibility. See, we've got this crane on the back of our ship now. I'm wondering, remember we saw there was like a pile of wood in the water over here and we couldn't access it before? Perhaps now that we have this crane we can. So let's check this out. Shapes in the deep. Press X to change lanes and avoid gaps. Oh. Interesting. Okay, so that's how you get wood. Gonna have to let one of our fish go. There we go. So that's another new mechanic unlocked for us. We can now collect supplies with our... Would you call it a crane? Or a hook? Crane hook? On the back of our ship? Hello, I've returned. Fisherman, have you run into a photographer on your travels? She docked here a few days ago for supplies. I suggested that she take some pictures of the town for promotional purposes, but she didn't seem too interested. She mentioned she was heading south. Perhaps you should introduce yourself. Alright, I'll keep that in mind if we run into her. First, I've got a fish for the order. Got you. And then the fishmonger says, I found this book out back, could be useful to you. Rods, reels, and rigs has been added to the cabin. Perfect. Now, do we just sell the tusked grouper as it is? It's worth $58. Nice. Yeah, it's worth double of what a regular fish is. So we can sell our full catch for 140 bucks. If we go back to our cabin, we can add our new book, Rods, Reels, and Rigs, so we can start reading that when we're out on our journeys. Go to the dry dock. We can store some of this wood, so we don't have to carry it around. That's actually super helpful that she'll just hold on to the materials. And now we got a few people who want to talk to us. First, the builder. You approach a woman sitting on the dockside, staring out to sea. She turns to you. What's it like out there? It's peaceful. It's gotta be a damn sight better than this bloody town. I think I just need to get away for a while, maybe not come back. Going backwards is a mistake, don't you think? You should always keep moving forward, moving along. I mean, I can't go back. She's gazing out to sea again, lost in thought. Say, if you find me some materials, maybe you can help me move? I mean, really move. There's an island I've heard about, Steel Point, just to the north. 2 units of lumber and 2 units of scrap is all I need. I can make a new place for myself out there. You'd be welcome to visit, too. Just stack it up at Steel Point when you have anything. I'll pay you when the job's done. What is it? Hi, Miss Lighthouse Keeper. Do you know of any shipwrecks around here? She eyes you suspiciously. There's a spot near the back of Greater Marrow where the current carries in wreckage from the sea. Some nights you can see an unnatural glow rising from that patch of dark water. I can't imagine what's down there in the deep. So if you're looking for what I think you're looking for, it's best you just move on. You know, who lives on Blackstone Isle? Do you know that guy? I see a lot from up here, you know. I saw that ill-fated boat return. I chose to look the other way. I watched an unnatural glow flicker through those windows. Whatever you've got planned, I hope you know what you're doing out there. I mean, I don't know who this guy is, but... Seeing as you seem to be in the know, have you heard of any strange things happening? I see plenty of strange things from atop the lighthouse. Sometimes I don't know whether or not I can trust my own eyes. She holds the lantern up so that it shines brightly onto your face. Are you really standing here in front of me? Or is this just another of the fog's tricks? Okay, I should go. Well, it's still early in the day, so let's go out and do a bit more fishing. tomorrow I'm gonna go around the back of the island. I do it now, but it's already starting to get dark, so may as well save that journey for the morning. Okay, I'm thinking maybe we should just dock here for the night, honestly. Seeing as we're right here. Ooh, there's something new here called the Painter. Ah, the Fisherman. I thought you might stop by. Welcome to my humble studio. If you're wanting to experiment with some decorations, yes, I'm the person to talk to. What sort of decorations? I can attach flags and bunting to add some style to your boat. I have a design here already that you might like. If you find any others on your travels, bring them back to me and I can rig them up for you. Of course, I can also add a splash of color to your hull. I'm sorry to say that my selection of pigments is limited at the moment, though. Could I help find more pigments? He thinks for a short while. The other day, down by the shoreline, I saw a strange crab with the most strikingly vibrant coloration. My knees aren't suited to clambering over rocks and chasing crustaceans, you see, but if you caught such a creature... He clears scraps of cloth and paper from his workbench, revealing a large pestle and mortar. With the right binding agent, we can grind them together for a new mixture. He turns back to you, a cunning plan formed in his mind. Fisherman, bring me some of those strange crabs. We'll turn your vessel into a work of art. But for now, what can I help you with today? So can I... Oh yeah, I can change my flag. We can do the fish flag. Cool. And then what else can we do? Adjust bunting? I don't know what bunting is, to be completely honest with you. But I guess we have bunting now. And then can we paint? We can. Sharp mint. Oh no, that's what we need the crabs for. Oh, cool! You can paint your boat. I didn't know it would take time though, or I would have made my decision more carefully. Blue is my favorite color, so I'm going blue depths. I'm gonna have this painter up all night painting my boat. And then what about the hull? We may as well make it to match blue depths. The full blue boat. Alright, it's now 4 AM. I will let you go to sleep. Thank you though. And now someone else wants to talk to us. The grieving father's up late. Hello, is everything okay? Do you know of any shipwrecks around here? Well, yes, you see, my only son was lost at sea some years ago. He's still out there somewhere, in one of those wrecks, all alone in the cold, dark water. The man is clearly trying his hardest to remain composed, but tremors of grief rack his body. I was wondering, I noticed you have some dredging equipment installed on your vessel. If you're able to retrieve any of his belongings from the wreck, I think he'd feel more at peace if his mementos were with me. He wore a bronze belt buckle, specifically engraved. I'd recognize it anywhere. If there's a chance you could find it, I'd be in your debt. Okay, well, seeing as we're chatting at 3:51 AM, what do you know about any strange occurrences? I don't get out a lot anymore, so I don't see much of what goes on, but I do remember the old mayor in his final days. What an awful sight it was. Screaming and throwing things into the sea. Throw it back, he would cry over and over, begging anyone who would listen, howling it to the wind. These days, I almost feel like I understand. Anything else I can help you with? No, I better go. We should get, like, a couple hours of sleep before we head back out there. Alright, so we've got a few wrecks we can explore. The plan was today to go around the back of the island, but I don't know that it'll fit in our day, if you will. I gotta go deliver these fish first of all, because my hull is completely full. So a jaunt across the bay it is. It's a little scary when you're out at night, I'll give it that, but in the daytime, wow, it is so peaceful. Wow, that was a good haul. Almost $200 worth of fish. Let's see if now's a good time for any upgrades. Like, we could buy another engine. Yeah, let's do that and get some extra speed. It's not a good engine by any means. It's a rusty outbound engine, but something is better than nothing. And we can also buy the hydraulic rod. Now that would take up a lot of space though. I think we should wait for the upgrade first. Alright, we'll save that for now. Let's head out and see if we can get a few more fish before we call it a day. We are going a little faster, which is nice. The new motor is kicking in. Some improvement is better than no improvement. There's a ton of cod here in this spot. I'll get a good haul. Doing my best Jenga to make sure everything fits on board so we can maximize our inventory space. That's all we got here, alright. Perfect. One last stop and then we'll head back to town. Oh, looks like we can only catch one fish there anyway, because that's all we have the room for. Yeah, I really need to know what that red light is pointing to. Tomorrow we definitely need to go behind the island. Let's see what's back there. But for now, we sell. I've got a fish for the order, do I? Oh, it's the black grouper. I already gave you one of those. No, I would like to sell these fish. We're starting to make lots of money. $785. Don't mind if we do. So the thing we need now is materials. We can't get any materials until we rest. So let's rest until dawn. We'll call it a day here, folks, for this episode of Dredge. When we return next time, we will start Monday, day 8, and hopefully go on a little excursion towards the back of the island to see what that mysterious light is and if there's any shipwrecks back there. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys back here again soon.